All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Selective Chat with Olanrewaju. And my name is Awoyemi Olanrewaju. If you are just joining for the very first time or you are coming across my page for the very first time, kindly hit the subscribe button to get subsequent notifications concerning videos and edifying content like this. Also, if you are a returning subscriber, please kindly share the video. All right, before the birthday break, which was last week, that was my birthday, 2nd of March, 2025 was my birthday. And to be very honest, I want to sincerely appreciate everyone who took our time to, celebrate me via text messages, calls, cash gift, and so many other things, or let me say, so many other ways you could have expressed your love for me on that special day. And I'm not taking that for granted. I'm not taking that with levity. I sincerely appreciate you for that. Thank you, and God bless you. Okay, today we are going to be dealing with the concluding part of the video I posted last week about the concept of truth. Just like my usual practice here, I always come back to give us a life experience, or let me say a life scenario that portrays whatever I discuss with us, either in an earlier video or probably a previous video. And last week we actually spoke about the concept of truth, and I said that I was going to come here to share my own personal experience about how I decided to tell the truth because I couldn't keep up with the lie that I told initially. This is going to be a serious one, and to as many that can really relate with this video, to be very honest, I'm very sure you will pardon me. But of course, it's actually not a big issue like that, but I really just had to do the needful, trust me. Okay, this was dated as far back as, let me say, I think 2016 or 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Personally, I attended a fellowship called Redeemed Christian Fellowship while on campus, RCF to be precise. That's the short form of the fellowship. And then I was an all representative. And if you know what an all representative means, that means you are more like a mini, or let me say a small pastor within your the zone where you are living. Yeah, we used to call it zone then. So, and the name of my zone, I think, is a state line zone. And we are always saddled with a responsibility then. We conduct what's it called, love and care every Sunday, and morning devotions every Friday morning. Yes, every Friday morning. And there was one faithful morning like that. As a result of being tired, I went to night class. Exam was approaching, and I could not wake up to do the morning devotion with my people in my zone. And that morning when I was going to school, this is where it gets interesting. That morning when I was going to school, I saw our all-rep coordinator. His name is Mr. Sam. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, very fair in complexion like this. If he's seen this video, he would be able to relate and trace this, back to that period. So his name is Bro Sam. So I told him. So he asked me how was my zone, how was our morning devotion that day, and I was like, yeah, the morning devotion was fine. Of course, you would have said I didn't lie, or probably he didn't ask me, did I do morning devotion this morning? But deep inside of me, either he asked me, did we have the morning devotion, or how was our morning devotion this morning? What he's still trying to ask is that, did we have the morning devotion? So either ways, I still lied. Do you understand? So, and when I was going to school that day, I was like, inside of me, I was not feeling comfortable because I knew what I just did. That was a criminal offense. It would have been so easy. I tell him, okay, we didn't have the morning devotion due to this and these reasons. Do you understand? So, throughout the day, I was just feeling moody. I think later in the afternoon, when I was now coming back from school, fortunately and unfortunately for me, I met him again at State Line Junction. That was the junction of where I actually stayed. And my mind has been pushing me that, okay, you have to go back and tell him that you did not do this thing you said you did. And I was like, this is a whole lot to deal with. And I was like, either ways, it cannot kill me. I just have to tell the truth, and make everything, lift off the burden from my heart. Do you understand? So I told him, so it was even about going, and I told him that, bro, but I have something I wanted to tell you. And he was like, okay. He said, what's the challenge? So I told him that, did you remember in the morning while I was going to school that he asked me that how was our morning devotion this morning? And I told him that we had a morning devotion. And he said, yes, okay, can I go on? And I was like, if I'm to tell him the truth that we did not have the morning devotion that particular morning. And it was like, okay, he wasn't even so angry, he wasn't even so aggressive, you understand? And he was like, okay. And I told him these and these were what happened that we did not hold the morning devotion. And he was like, okay. And he told me something specifically that day. He said that it's not even the fact that we did not hold the morning devotion that he appreciates the most. He said the confidence and the willingness to come back and give him the feedback that we did not hold the morning devotion was actually the icing on the cake for him. That he appreciated that the most than me even holding the morning devotion. He said that means that the Holy Spirit is actually at work within me. That, being convicted to come and tell, or let me say the truth, is actually the best thing you can ever have, either as an individual or probably as a Christian. That day I felt so much relief, and I was like, wow, thank God. And the most surprising and the most shocking thing, I said this in the last video. I said, for you to keep up with a lie that you have told initially, you have to go deeper, you have to go stronger on the next lie you are going to lie, because it's not going to get easier, it's going to get tougher when you keep lying. So I'm just imploring us today, if you have learned one or two things from this thing I just said, please endeavor to tell the truth. It does not kill. I repeat, it does not kill. However, you might be punished for, some lies that you tell, which is just the repercussion of what you have done. Or should I say repercussion? Let me say the consequences of what you have done. For the fact that you later come back to, or let me say came back to tell the truth, does not mean you should be exempted from the consequences of that action. Any consequence that comes with that action of lie that you took, definitely you should be able to embrace it if you are coming back to tell it. So my admonition for you today is that please, in whatsoever capacity you are, in whatsoever space you find yourself, endeavor to tell the truth. No matter how hard it is. No matter how hard it is. Till I come your way next time, my name remains Awoyemi Olariwaju. Do have a fruitful and a wonderful day ahead. God bless you. Have a nice day, guys.